Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of the Mission Matters Business Podcast, your source for all things business. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres. Keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, missionmatters.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, today I have Mark Nolan on the line, and he's Managing Director over at Newbridge Marketing Group. Mark, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Adam. How are you doing?
Oh, man, I'm fantastic, and I'm excited to have you on the show today, Mark. So excited about today's topic, too. So we're going to talk about company culture and some of the things that you guys are doing over there at Newbridge Marketing Group that make you really unique. But before we do that, let's talk a little bit more about the business. So tell us a little bit more about what you're doing over at Newbridge Marketing Group, please.
Yeah, of course. So at Newbridge Marketing Group, we're a college and brand experience agency. And what that means is we focus a lot on experiences and experiential marketing. For those that are not aware of what that is, a lot of times when you go to these larger events, whether it's, a golf event or a festival or whatever it might be, and you see like one of these larger clients on site with a big build-out and promotional activity going on, we're an agency that's behind that. So we build those event sites, from soup to nuts. So everything from the staff that work it to the logistics around it to bring the event to the location, anything that's built for it, and we take that from event to event around the country to help promote different brands.
Oh, wow. So at the end of this, I'm going to give you the opportunity to of course, leave contact information or websites or whatever you want to leave so that listeners that want more information can follow up. Just so that the right types of companies and or individuals follow up, what are the types of companies that are typically a good fit to work with your team?
That's the good thing. I mean, we work with just about everybody out there. Anything from IT to outdoor companies to, some of the brands that we have currently are like DirecTV, LL Bean, work with like Brew Dr. Kombucha and, Charter Communications. So it really covers a wide group of companies. And then even with another division, our recruiting side of our agency, we work with companies like Starbucks, Bank of America, on the college side, Apple. So it pretty much, we cover just about everything with our offerings, because if an agency is interested in getting into the college side of things, whether it's promoting and marketing on the college side, or if it's recruiting to try to bring in some talent to your company after they graduate, we're like one of the biggest sources for that.
That's awesome. Let's switch it up a bit. I think that's a great transition. So let's talk a little bit more about company culture and how what you're doing over at Newbridge is unique. I mean, it's a big topic. Where do you want to start with that one?
Yeah, I mean, something we added in. So, we're mostly a remote agency, which, in times of COVID and everything that's going on now, a lot of companies are going in that direction or have been forced to go in that direction. We've been in that direction for a while. So we feel like we have a step up on, what people are looking for and while they're working at home to help make it a little bit more like you're working in an office, like you have some advantages and things of that nature. So it's not as easy for everybody just to jump in from an office environment to a home office. So at Newbridge, we do have a corporate location in Portland, Oregon, where we invested in actually a remote co-working space called Remotely, oddly enough. So we have a location there, but then we also have a lot of our members, spread out around the country. So what we've done over the last 2 years is added a lot of new company culture concepts and, benefits to the team to make it a little bit more so you're not just feeling like you're stuck, behind your desk at your home office. So a couple little things that we've done is we've incorporated a cold brew monthly stipend for everyone, which is kind of a cool thing. So that way, if you're stuck at home, you're like, I need to get away from my desk, I need to go out. We encourage, all of our team to go to cafes and anywhere they want to go to be in a more social environment, with the exception of probably the last couple months. But we offer that a monthly stipend for that. So people can go out and get a cold brew, a coffee, even a beer, or anything they are interested in, and have it paid for by us. A couple other things. Yeah, it's a cool little benefit, and it's meant as well as a tool to network. So sometimes you meet some of the other people in the field to pitch business to at some of these places. So we encourage, our team to. I
love it. And really, and if you think about it, it's kind of incorporating some of the things you would have had at the normal, experience. I can think of, earlier in my career, one of the coolest things ever was when my boss would say, oh yeah, here, let's get some coffee or something like that. I'd be like, oh, that's awesome. And it sounds funny because of course you can go buy the coffee yourself, but it's just different. It's different when the companies do it and it's showing really that they care. So, to the people listening, just take yourself back to when you were in that position. I think it's awesome. And it just shows, that extra little bit. You don't have to do that, but you do. And I think that does bring loyalty there. So give us some more there, because I love these ideas. I've never heard of that. So I know there's some other people listening I bet Mark's doing some other cool stuff. Give us some more of your tricks, Mark.
Yeah, here's another one that, a lot of the listeners would probably enjoy. If you work a weekend day with us, you get a weekday off of your choice. So,
oh wow,
you have your typical vacation time and things of that nature. But we know in our field, a lot of events that happen, do happen on the weekends, and some of our team has to go out and help execute these events and make sure the client's happy. So when they do that, I remember being in the shoes of that person and, working the whole weekend and then coming back into the office on Monday and having to go right back at it. So we value not overworking our team and, giving them the breaks that they deserve. So that's something we incorporated a couple of years ago. So if you work a weekend day, you would get a weekday off of your choice, and that would give you those Friday through Sundays here and there throughout the year. So, or if you choose a Tuesday or whatever you have going on. So that's something we incorporated and something that our team likes quite a bit.
Man, that's awesome. I get it. And I like this because I'm sure it's sparking some ideas to the listeners and everybody else on what things can we do to make our environment, to create that great company culture, but also, especially as you mentioned, working remotely and doing all these other things that may be a little bit unique for people to grow into, but are part of, the way we're all doing business now. So whether they were doing it now or in the past, but now we all are to some extent. So that being said, so Mark, these have been some great tips on how to build company culture and some great things that, and thank you for sharing those. If somebody is listening to this and they want more information on Newbridge Marketing Group, what's the best way for them to connect with you and your team?
Yeah, so right on our website, we have a connect option. You can connect with us right there by sending us an info to hello@newbridgemg.com. And anything, we're pretty much an open book, and we love hearing from people, even if they're not interested in a job and they just have some thoughts or just want to pass off some of their knowledge or their thoughts. We encourage people to send us an email. So you can reach out directly through the website.
That's awesome. Well, Mark, really appreciate you coming on the show today and sharing more about all the great things you're doing over at Newbridge Marketing Group and really how to create great company culture. So love the tips you gave. I'm over here thinking about it. Man, I want somebody to buy me a cold brew. And then that's awesome. So great stuff there, seriously. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, leave me a review on the Apple iTunes Store. And if you're watching this on our YouTube channel, Mission Matters Business, definitely give us a subscribe there, but also leave some comments on the video. I'd love to know what kind of projects and things that you're working on. And Mark, thanks again for coming on the show.
Yeah, my pleasure, Adam. Thanks a lot.